afternoon, Gus's.
Hey Stephanie, it's Matt.
Hi, Matt. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing great. I'm wondering if you have any crab snares left.
I have very few. What, you need one?
Yeah, I was planning to come by and maybe pick up two.
I'll put it behind the counter for you.
Okay, I'll be there soon.
Okay.
Thank you. See ya.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hey Stephanie.
If you got bigger ones, I can pay in cash just to save you some time.
No, there's nowhere to throw over here.
Love you, man.
Love you. See ya. Let's get some bait. I'm a sucker for squid. Let's see where the squid is at. Maybe a pound or so. Yeah, these are nice pieces. Maybe 10, 15 of these. And that's basically all you need to get ready to go crab snaring. Some bait, the snares, and I had some weights and clips laying around. But that's all you need, besides the rod and reel. So I got 3 rods. I'm fishing out here at the beach today in the ocean. When you're out here, you can fish as many rods as you want. If you wanted to, you could line the beach with 20 rods. But how practical is that? You can only comfortably fish or 2 rods, maybe 3 efficiently. So I've got 3 rods and they're heavy duty. Take a look at this. These are all Penn Pursuits size 8,000s and they're big, you know. You need a lot of power to reel in the crabs because sometimes you'll get 2 or 3 crab on at the same time. Plus you got a crab snare with a 5-ounce weight. So you need a big rod, a big reel to handle the crabs. Now these are the crab snares I'm using. I've got 3 of them and I'm fond of squid. So I've got squid in all 3. I remember back in the day, 3 years ago, I used to sell crab snares just to keep afloat. Now I don't have to. Now I can make them as I please, but this is the best way that I've found to make them. You got your loops and they're up. I've said this many times in the past. In fact, if you really want to get detailed into crab snaring, I made a video a couple of years ago called The Comprehensive Guide to Crab Snaring. There's a link somewhere and it's on YouTube, so check it out if you want to learn more. Talk about the swell, when to go, best times to go, what bait to use, and all you need to know. This is a great way for a beginner to get into crabbing or to get into fishing, and it's one of the best ways to catch one of the most expensive types of seafood out here on the West Coast. Getting ready to cast. I've got 2 12-foot rods, 1 11-foot rod, 5-ounce weight on all of them on the outside there to hold it in place, and I've got a swivel here on top, and that's the Fisherman's Life swivel. For sale, fishermanslife.net. Trying to sell my own tackle for y'all at a good price. So this is how we do it. Get out here and I go straight braids, straight to my snare. Make sure that my drag is tight. Hold it, open it. Snare's about 3 feet, maybe 3.5 feet from the rod just to give it a little bounce. Now I got 3 rods, so I'm gonna cast one out as far as I can. Next one kind of a little bit more shallow, and the next one we'll see, wild card. This one, gonna cast out as far as I can. Oh, maybe. That's a good 40 yards. Now basically I just get the line tight, set it, look at my time, it's 12:56. Check it in about 10 minutes. And this is always a good sign when you see some dead crab washed up in front of your crabbing spot. Sometimes I'll do a 3-ounce weight, and if that's too light, if the current is too strong, I'll put on another weight, and it doesn't matter. As long as the weight is out there, it'll hold in place. So snare number 2 going out. This one I'm going mid-water, not that far, 35 yards on that one. So if that's the one that catches crab, that's where I'll put the rest of the rods. Last one going in. Now I know the tide is still going out for another hour, so I'm not too worried about waves washing up here. And I only have 2 rod holders. One trick that I've learned over the years, if you only have 1 rod holder, you can dig a hole straight down and you let the sand be your rod holder. Now you want to dig it proportionate to how long the rod is, but that's about almost 1.5 feet deep. Rod goes straight down, fill the hole up, pack it down tight. Now I got to make shift rod holder. Now quick tip, checking on the first rod I casted, there's the rod and there's the line. You can't see it, I know, but it's going straight out. It hasn't moved at all. So I know 5 ounces in these conditions is just right. Man, time goes fast when you're setting up 3 rods. It's already been 15 minutes for this rod. First thing I gotta do, make sure this drag is set tight or you might lose a crab. Reel down to it and just pull it in. Oh, man, what's going on there? It does feel kind of heavy. What is this? Just dragging in the sand or what? Do I have a crab? Yes, it is. I do have a crab. All right. That's a great sign. Oh, this one's full of eggs. That's what the eggs look like on a crab. That's where they keep it, right under the apron. That's a female right there. Letting her go, but that's a great sign. We got crab, baby. Get back to your seaweed. And now I'm about to check the next rod. Once I check this one, if I have a crab in it, I'll have to measure it. I'll have to do everything. Then by the time I check the next rod, if I have a crab on that one, I have to check it and reset everything too. Then it'll be time to check this one. So it's just constant action, one rod after another. Rod number 2. Nothing on this one, I don't think. I'm gonna cast this one out farther. All right, last one in the makeshift rod holder. Makeshift natural rod holder. Can't beat that for price. Got something? Can't tell. Feels heavy. Feels good. This one feels good. Do I got a keeper? First one? Come on, baby. Come on in here. What is this? Oh, yeah, it is. It is. Hell yeah. Oh. Hey, that might be a keeper. First one? That's close. That's really close. Let me cast this out and measure it. See where I measure right there? See where it is right there? Just short. I know some people might say, dude, just keep it. It's only 2 millimeters short. Well, if you get caught, you know, I've seen fishing game up on the hills with binoculars many times. And if you get caught with this, it's like a $900 fine for every single crab. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to risk that. And it's just not right. Let them grow. They're small, there's bigger ones out there. All right, next one. This one, again, like the other one, was cast out really far. So let's check it. Oh, hell yeah. Holy moly, that's a huge one. Or there's a few on there. Oh, it came off, whatever it was. Or just buried in the sand or something. Man, that's a keeper for sure, I think. It's got to be, right? Yeah, that's a keeper. Nice one. All right, let's look how close this is. Does it touch? Does it touch? Oh my God, it does not touch. We're so close, dude. It touches. It touches. No, it touches. Look, it touches. You guys see that? How close it is? Take a look. Right there. It's in it, and it just hits. It hits it. It hits it by a half a millimeter, but we're in. And sometimes if the Department of Fish and Game will come out, they might have a slightly different measuring device, but man, I'll take my chance. Maybe you shouldn't, but I'm gonna take my chance. I got my burlap sack here and throw them in. Hopefully go back home with this over my shoulder, 10 crab in here. Hell yeah, baby, first crab of the year. So my rate right now is about 1/3 of what I want. I'm getting about 1 per hour. It's 140, so not quite an hour. Still have 1 more pull to try to get 2 more crab. And that'll keep my rate at 3 per hour. But another 2 more hours and I'll be done. But I got 1 so far, and that's good for me. But I got a couple more people to feed. Man, annoying. This damn guy's next to me fishing over here. My 2 rods right there, there's 2 of them. And I look to my right, there's nobody out there. I had to bring my other rod and I put it over there. But there's nobody out here at all. And look over here, my 2 rods again, there they are. But these guys, they just had to decide and come and fish right next to me. They got 3 rods next to me. Come on, they already got tangled 1 time. Like, you got this whole beach to fish. Don't post up right next to someone. Come on, have a little decency. Anybody watching this, it's not the right thing to do. Killing my vibe out here. Man, the wind is really picking up, and for some reason the current's picking up at the same time. So I'm gonna add 2 more ounces to each snare. I'm making a total of about 7 ounces. That's already almost breaking my rule, but I know my rods can handle it. I like to stuff my snares. I know a lot of people just think a little bit is good, just a little bit of bait. I like to stuff them full. Walking to the isolated rod now. This is the good luck rod over here. I might move my whole setup over here, get away from those guys. Man, that rod holder looks nice, huh? Hell yeah. Jeez, isn't it beautiful? So beautiful out here. More beautiful With the crab, baby, with the crab, like that. Hell yeah, that's a nice one right there. Another one, this is a keeper 100% if I could get him in. Oh, he's digging in the ground. He's shallow. I'm gonna come up there so in case I need to grab him, I can. Oh, baby. Oh, there's two of them, that's why. Close, but no. That one's gotta go. And if that's not a keeper, the female's not a keeper. But you know what? I've been given this opportunity to show you guys the difference between a male and a female crab. Male crab, female crab. See the difference? Male, female. Let them both go. They're both small. And I'm not necessarily reeling as fast as I can. I'm just trying to keep tension, keep that crab in the water. And there he is. I see him. I see him. Come on up here. Come on up here. Come on up here. There he is. Is that a keeper? Oh, it's a male. Now, is it a keeper? Is it a keeper? That's the big question. That's the question of the day. So close. So close. Oh, maybe. Is it? Can't tell right now. You see how I'm holding his claws down like that? Because a lot of times they'll put their claws and arms right where you need to measure. So this way you can keep it out of the way and really give it a good measure. So let's see, is this keeper or not? It touches. Touches again. Hey, he's barely a keeper. Ain't nobody gonna get mad at me for keeping a barely keeper. It's a damn keeper. A keeper's a keeper. Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or you win by a mile. Winning is winning and keeping is keeping. No crab here. You know, if I don't get crab for 2 casts, 2 pulls, it's time to change the bait. Or at least poke some holes in this old stuff. You know, it's not like I'm gonna go home and eat this squid, so I might as well use it. And sometimes it's a little annoying to change your bait and stuff, but that's part of fishing, man. You gotta work for it. That's why people say, put in work. You gotta work for them. Well, yeah, you gotta work for them. You gotta change your bait. You gotta check your rods. You know, you gotta check your loops. You gotta check your snares. And it's work. But work pays off when you come home with a limit of crabs. Here's a dead crab that's washed up. Now, if you're looking for crabbing spots and you want to get into crabbing in the first place, just look for any sandy beach along the California coast, Oregon and Washington. I'm sure that this is possible too. But that's all you need, a sandy coastline, and you can catch some crab with a fishing rod. And it's so simple. Got one. Got one. This one doesn't feel that big, but you never know. Sometimes they are. It's a male. Looks just like the other ones. This might be a keeper, y'all. Yep, definitely a keeper. Hell yeah. Crab number 3. Woo! So it's 250 right now. This is my 3rd crab. It started at 1250. Been 2 hours. I'm averaging more than 1 crab per hour, which is not what I wanted to do, but hey, not bad, man. I'll take it. 3 crab total. That's enough to feed the family. Well, as you can see, the crab are still biting, but I'm gonna call it 3 crabs, 2.5 hours. Pretty damn good. I'll take that all day, every day. And they're expensive too. You went to the store and bought it, this would probably be about 35, at least, maybe 60 bucks. So super simple, great way for a beginner to learn how to fish, great way for a beginner to learn how to crab. Crab season is from the first Saturday of November until June in California. So grab a rod, get out there, get some crab.